there to be said. Jordan Love comes into the game.
Looks awesome. Jordan Love looked elite in this game. Like, I don't get, personally, why do people hate on a player who's never played? I mean, the only time he played was against the Chiefs in Arrowhead, one of the toughest places to play. Like, all quarterbacks have rough games there. And your first game is against Patrick Mahomes, and people's like, oh, see, he's a bust. I'm like, what are you talking about? He played one game on the road against the most consistent NFL franchise over the past 5 years. Like, what are we talking about? Jordan Love is not a bust. Jordan Love's just been sitting on the bench behind Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has exceeded expectations. Jordan Love has definitely had time to improve and learn from him. But he came in this game, and he looked like he made a difference. You could feel a change in the vibe of the game, and that's when you have something. I felt like his throws were good. He has a good relationship with everyone on that team. There's no transition period where he needs to build chemistry with players on that team. Then you have a young guy like Christian Watson. Go out there, get him another young receiver he can come up and develop with, and a great backfield. It's like, Jordan Love, it's like, I don't think you can just say he's a bust. And then it was hard to watch Aaron Rodgers get hurt, especially when it's an older quarterback and it's someone you've seen play for a long time and you've been a fan of. It's like, just seeing him get hurt, and like the entire game with his thumb, he was wincing in pregame warmups. It's just like, dude, it's like, when you're this old, is it really worth it? You obviously don't have a chance. So it's like, at this point in his career, I don't want to see Aaron play with injuries, and I don't think it's worth it. So it's like, next year, I think he seriously needs some more retirement, especially if they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I agree. I think at this point, we got to consider whether or not they should bench him for Aaron. Not bench him, but let Jordan Love play out the rest of the season. There's 5 more games. See what you got with Jordan Love. See if he's worth potentially not necessarily moving off of Aaron Rodgers, but knowing that when he does retire, that you have Jordan Love to take over for him, like you had with Favre. He comes in, him and Christian Watson connect on multiple passes. Christian Watson balls. And then, I don't know, I think it's interesting to see what Jordan Love has. Maybe you want to play him another week, but like, if he's got a thumb injury, a broken thumb, and he has an oblique injury, Aaron Rodgers is closer to 40 than he is to the other side of the 30s. And I think that Aaron Rodgers, I mean, what happens if he goes out there and he gets a concussion?
Yeah.
Or he gets another injury? And that could be the end of Aaron Rodgers' career, potentially.
Yeah, you don't want to see that happen. And he's mentioned before on a few shows. He was on Bill Maher's show, and he was talking about like, I don't want to play when I suck, and I don't want to play when I'm getting hurt all the time. So it's just like, he had some injury issues in his early 30s, and then he had a few really good years. They made the rule for Aaron that you can't fall on the quarterback. That was the Anthony Barr rule, where twice he fell on Aaron Rodgers with his body weight and broke his collarbone. But Tom Brady's not the norm. Playing over 40 is not normal. Peyton, Ben Roethlisberger, not to compare Aaron Rodgers to them, I think he takes better care of himself than both of those guys. It's like, playing really well and playing elite football after 38 is just not normal. Drew Brees really tried to play long. Russell Wilson says he wants to play as long as Tom Brady. It's like, sometimes you just can't do it, and that's fine. And it's like, no disrespect to you, but it's like, playing past 37 or 38 at the quarterback position, that's not normal, especially in Green Bay. Don't do that to your body in sub-negative wins. What are we doing?
He's going to be 39 next week. So he's going to be 39. Not a lot of